Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Finance Friday. I am your host with the most, Craig B. Saloner, and just really stoked to be here. We are testing new formats and templates and just different ideas, and so we're trying a live, we're trying pre-recorded, and yeah, as I begin to really find my flow and my voice, I'm really grateful that you're here with me on this ride and just going on this adventure together. Because boy, money, money, money. I spoke about it last week in my post, and if you didn't get it, in why it's so important and why it's so relevant today, and why we need it, because the world needs more beautiful, conscious, healthy, wealthy people with more resources. I shared a definition that power, and it's a nonviolent communication definition, that power is the capacity to mobilize resources to attend to needs. I'll say that again. Power is the capacity to mobilize resources to attend to needs. And I felt that was so beautiful, and when I heard it, it just resonated so deep within my core, right? Why am I on this mission to get good people with more money? It's not so we could buy more stuff. It's not so we can have more things. In fact, if anything, I'm on a giant binge of essentialism, and my message is less but better, and I'm using that in myself, and minimizing and getting rid of the clutter and all the excess, and really just getting down to what's good and clean and beautiful and essential. So it's not about having more, it's about the ability to do more. It's about our desire. It's our capacity really to hold more, to have a deeper say in the flow of things, and have more control in the narrative, to have our voice be heard. And so much of that is done through money. Money is just energy, and so more money, more energy. Less money, less energy. More, money is not good or bad. We have we got such old programming about what money is and what it could be. Money is the root of all evil. Money is none of that. Money is it's just flow. It's in and out. It's how do you control the flow. It's how do you hold the flow. It's how do you share your resources. It's how do you distribute. And there's systems, and there's mechanics, and there's mechanisms, and there's rules to the game. Money is a game, and like all games, it has rules. Unfortunately, most of us never learned the rules of the game, and so we land up in a state of overwhelming confusion. And when we get into a state of overwhelming confusion, what usually happens is we stick our head in the sand, and we sit on the sideline. We don't play the game, or we play the game small and don't look at me, or you're just over broke, and or it's good enough. Hey, I'm good enough. Good enough is the enemy. Like, it's time to be great. The world needs us. The world needs great people. The world needs great people with real resources. The world needs you to have more resources so that you can do better work, more work, your divine work on this planet, what you were brought here to do. We're all on mission. And I'm speaking to a lot of people, and I'm dealing with a lot of clients, and the patterns are the same. The confusion, the overwhelm. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. You need to get educated. That's first and foremost. You need to get educated. You need to learn the rules of the game by somebody who knows it. The education system just didn't teach it to you. So don't and because I deal so much with couples, right? And couple A was raised in with one upbringing, and couple and partner B was raised in another, and no concept of money, totally different backgrounds, belief systems, understandings, money, behavior, and then we question why we fight. We question why money is such a source of distress, and because it permeates so many aspects of our life, because it gets into everything. So many decisions are made on a daily basis that revolve around money. That if you don't have the systems and the money management and the transparency and the agreements and the knowledge and know-how, then you're going to land up fighting, or you're going to land up struggling, or you're going to land up overspending and going into debt and falling into the traps. So today I just want to take a few minutes and just talk about investments, because invariably this is where most people get caught up. Most of my clients get caught up. It's like, I don't know where to invest. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to put my money. And especially when things have been so good, right? Stock market is on a 10-year bull run. I mean, it's gone up like this since 2009, 2012, 10, 11, 12 years. It just goes up and up and up and up. And oh my God, I can't invest now because because I don't want to lose all my money. So what do? We don't invest. Or I don't know where to invest. I don't know how to invest. Property, all-time high, right? We've seen what's happened. COVID has just created 2020, the government printing trillions of dollars, crypto like a roller coaster. And so what happens is it leads us into a bit of a state of confusion and overwhelm and really paralysis. Really, it's like, I don't know, and so therefore I'm going to do nothing. And that's what invariably happens to a lot of people. Or I did it and I lost money and I got burnt and now I don't want to do it again, and all the traumas in the background and the backlog. Or I watched my father lose money in the stock market. Investing is for wealthy people. All the mindset stuff, all the beliefs around money. I can teach as much as you want about the mechanics, and there's thousands of people that can teach about the mechanics of money, right? Where to invest and how to put. Every financial broker's got another piece of advice. But unless you work here, unless you like open your peripherals to the idea of the fact that you're deserving of being wealthy, or that you have the capacity, unless you can work through some of those old traumas and fears and bad experiences, then invariably what's going to happen is self-sabotage or fail to action or the myriad of other things that keeps you at a particular wealth level that feels comfortable. A teacher that taught me your comfort zone is your wealth zone. So we have a tendency to just really stay at a particular level, financial level, and we stay there. Most people stay there their whole life. Some people stay in poverty their whole life. Some people stay in middle class their whole life. And to up level takes work. It takes introspection. It takes really looking at your stuff. It takes work. I know. Imagine. So it's not just about the mechanics. So as I talk to you about investing today, just know that it's just one facet. It's one component of it. You need both sides. You need the mental and you need the mechanical. But the key to investing is to understand that it's a long-term game. We are sort of preconditioned and programmed to think that these get-rich-quick schemes, and you want to make money quickly. And if you really want to know, and I'm sorry to give you the bad news, but money is a long game. It takes time. It takes time. And markets go up and down. They fluctuate. And so if you're trying to time the market, if you're trying to get in and out, then that's one game to play. Okay? If you want to play crypto and you want to try and beat the market, it's great. Try and find out when the low, you buy, sell at the high. It's a game, and that takes a lot of methodology. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of focus. But the longer term approach is that you invest consistently over time, and that as a general rule, the longer you hold your money, the more that it grows. And it grows because of compounded interest, and I'm not going to go into compounded interest. And so the key is to actually just get into the game. It doesn't matter where the market is. And I know that's weird. Well, should we get into the property game now? Well, maybe not the property game now, but should I get into the stock market? Well, I'm not giving investment advice. The key is to not put all your eggs in all one basket all at one time. There's a concept in investing called dollar cost averaging. And that means you put a little bit every month. You put a little bit every month. And you don't just put it into one asset. You put it into multiple assets. So you put a little bit in crypto. You put a little bit in a real estate investment trust. You put a little bit in the stock market. Maybe you put a little bit in gold. Maybe you invest in a little bit in a startup company. And every month, if you do this consistently and you buy assets instead of liabilities, you stop buying the toys, you stop buying the crap, you stop buying the things that depreciate in value. And if you can do that, and you can do that consistently over time, and you can discipline yourself to not take the money that you generate from those investments, but you continue to reinvest those back into your investment fund, then over time, as a result of compounding interest, your money will grow in an exponential manner. In truth, it takes a system. It takes a disciplined system, an automated system, that once you've set it, you forget it, and that the thing happens on its own. I've never seen anybody who says that, okay, you know what, at the end of the month, whatever's left over, I'm going to invest it. Well, invariably, at the end of the month, there's nothing left to invest. Or you do it for 1 month, or you do it for 2 months, and then by the third month, you're like, hey, I'm off to the Bahamas. And instead of taking that $1,000, $2,000, or $5,000 and putting it into an investment that's going to grow over time, you go and you spend it. And there's nothing wrong with play. I'm all about the play. But if you're doing it at the expense of your future investment self, it's going to become more and more difficult. Things are going up. Inflation is a real thing. Baby boomers' number one fear right now is not dying. It's outliving their money. It's living long enough. It's living too long. And that their money not being able to sustain them during their later lives. And it's an epidemic. As we begin to live into our 90s and into our hundreds, it's coming. You need to make sure that you've got enough money to get through there. And that planning needs to start now. You need to start investing now. You need to start creating the systems, the automated systems that allow for this process to happen. And it's not sexy and it's not glamorous and it's not about smacking the market through the roof and becoming rich and becoming a multi. Can that happen? Please God, it does. Will it? Yes, but it still requires you to be playing the game. So my friends, as I approach my time, if you need help, you want to figure out how to do it, I'm literally dedicating my life to this. I don't know what else is more important for the well-being of the planet than conscious, beautiful, magical people having more money. More heart, more money. More money, more beauty. So if you're interested, you want to know how these systems work, you want to understand how to create automated systems to track and spend and invest and diversify and compound and protect. If you want to begin to vision into your future life and understand the cost of your dreams, it's kind of what I do. And if you don't know me, look me up. I'm doing it, living the life of my dreams, live on a beautiful eco village. I'm financially free. I've got multiple streams of income. I've been doing this for many years, and I just want to help now. I just want to give back. I want to give it in a capacity that feels good and feels rewarding. So if you're interested, please go to the website financeforcouples.com, FINANC for couples.com. Schedule a time to talk. I've got a course, a 10-week course. I run through all of this. We set you up with the mechanics and the psychology, and we do the back end work. It's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer, because if it can change your paradigm and your financial position, changes your future generations, your kids, your grandkids, your great-great-grandkids, changes everything. It opens up the menu of the world. And if we can do that with your partner and the one you love, and so you can stop fighting and you can stop struggling, how valuable is that? At any rate, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. I love you. Thank you, and take care.